beauty chain Bluemercury. Joining us right now is the CEO and co-founder, Marla Beck. And Marla, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You know, you've got a pretty positive story in retail right now. You have 125 stores nationwide. You're opening another 100 or another 40 more this year alone.
Yeah.
And that is anathema to the rest of retail right now. What's the secret?
Well, it's our business model, and we're constantly looking for white space. So first of all, we locate in neighborhoods near where our clients live and work. So we're last mile, except for UPS and those Amazon trucks. So we're near where people live and work. And we're in streets, not in malls. So big difference. Two is we're all about launching new products. 1 in every 5 products we sell is a brand new product. So the innovation and the pace of innovation is really important for us. And 3, we have the best beauty experts, a huge army. So we're providing an experience when people walk in.
I was going to say, you mentioned the UPS truck, the last mile, all of those things. Those are things you can go on Amazon and that's how you differentiate yourself from the big competitors
100%.
like Amazon?
Because people come in, they're like, I need a new eye cream because I have fine lines. You can't learn that from Amazon.
Right. You know, when you started out back in 1999, it was going to be the .com only solution.
Yeah.
Things were coming online. How did you decide to pivot to this whole idea that, oh, yeah, it's brick and mortar, too, and it's the customer experience?
So it's so funny. So the word pivot didn't exist in the 90s. We failed and almost went bankrupt. So we went from clicks to bricks because we had to. We were really early. It was the first .com boom and then the first .com bust. Everybody was on dial-up, and no one was shopping online. And so we looked at the industry and said, you know what? Everything's sold in department stores and drugstores. There's no such thing as a freestanding beauty store. So we thought, let's open a freestanding beauty store where you could get friendly, expert, honest advice and the best beauty products in the world. And all of our team are trained in all products. So back then, you had to buy products behind glass counters. It was really intimidating, and you had to drive all the way out to the mall. So our first set of stores were in the cities, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Chicago, where there weren't malls.
You know, it's so ironic that you say that, because then you were acquired by Macy's,
yes,
and you wound up back in the malls in some of these situations, too. So is this just a constant evolution?
Well, I think commerce is also always evolving. So, yes. So for Macy's, it really gave them a window onto what was happening in street retail. And for us, we actually got to experiment back in the mall and see what that set of consumers was interested in, because the Gen Z and the millennials are shopping the malls a little bit. And so we wanted to understand that consumer. So it's been a huge learning experience, I think, for both of us.
What have you learned just in terms of the millennial shoppers who are in the malls? Are you able to pull them into the department store? What do you think about how they shop?
So what's interesting is they like Bluemercury because when they pop in, they can browse, they can touch everything on their own. So things aren't behind counters, and the staff are trained in all brands. And so if they have a question, it's really about what they're looking for and not necessarily about one brand's product.
How do you keep up with local trends? Because I'm guessing what plays in New York City may not necessarily play in Peoria. How do you kind of keep between the different markets?
It's art and science. So we have these huge databases that we're constantly culling through to look at trends. And then we have huge listening posts. So we're listening to people and our staff and what's hot and what's not. So interestingly, in Jersey, self-tanners, really, really hot. I know you're laughing.
I live in Jersey.
Yeah,
okay.
Self-tanners, big hair. Texas. I like big hair, too, and I have a house in Jersey.
Okay.
So Texas, it's all about cosmetics. California, natural organics. And the cities, we're starting to see this anti-pollution movement. So they want products, actually, that take the grime and the pollution off the skin. So the trends are really, really interesting. The other thing we're seeing is digital media is impacting products and categories so much. And so this whole selfie generation, they want products that come to life. So masks are huge right now. So green mask, metallic mask, because I can put one on and take a photo of myself and you can see what I'm doing.
So selfies are pushing your business at this point, too.
The lip category, too. Same thing, because I can change my lipstick. I've just changed my whole picture. And so the digital generation is changing the products.
That's amazing. I'm thrilled to hear it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
You too. Up next, we're on the money. Instead of battling China, an American billionaire is